The porous earth, drilled and hollowed out. Infancy, déjà vu. Memories, frozen womb reserve. The latent hyperwave activities, baked into a non-differential pool among monadic peers, squeezing, nesting in a field. Which agitation, whatever abrasion, friction that might as well have been rub, touch, now conceive, an I and another, idling, the sun avoider, unfurling arm by arm. Sequence growth, collided participle, compression. We are all sweating. Energy expenditure, continuous radiation, not a ground of reason, but the spring of decay. Preoccupied with a thermal equilibrium, balance is an act of escape.
When I was a small bean, my ma would take me to the secret bank vaults deep underneath Esalen Institute to touch glass balls that Mark and Priscilla Zuckerberg used to freeze Priscilla's eggs. My ma wanted to civilize me by showing me how cool the stuff rich people owned, but I accidentally touched them after eating a sushi burrito, so they died. The soy sauce must have killed their egg because it was too salty. Anyway, those ice tanks couldn't have worked because the ice that got vaporized in Antarctica is making my skin itchy when they got carried to the Mississippi River by the rain. Maybe it was my fault, because maybe a few more Zuckerberg babies could have solved it. Hell yeah, I even got a satellite dish and adult sim on a broadband TV. As I turned on my paleo-eating live streams and checked my makerspace Reddits on my satellite Nokia, I noticed this white creature the shape of a Mongolian death worm sliding into my feed in between the normal turn of bro accelerationist articles. Turns out it's the stuff that constitutes the airborne toxic event, says the voiceover in a clipped and foreboding manner. Nyodene-D, a short form for neodene derivative. In powder form, it's colorless, odorless, and very dangerous. Except no one seems to know exactly what it causes in humans, or in the offspring of humans. They tested it for years, and they don't know for sure what it is. Some things are just too awful to publicize. So I took a couple of malt liquor bottles to see if I can use them as a coating substitute when for cooking meth. All trash can be recycled. Goes the categorical virtue of all dumpster divers. To make meth, you need cold medicine pills ground into powder, methyl alcohol extracted from windshield washer fluid, and anhydrous ammonia from fertilizer, and finally, meth alt made from batteries. And then you need a coffee grinder and coffee filters. You just sort of grind them together and create a fine powder. And so I decided to replace the anhydrous ammonia with dehydrated Nyodene-D. With the blue flame of the Bunsen burner, I filmed myself making and shooting it up and put it on my YouTube channel. I don't know if I've got more followers than Drill right now, or I've just been high as hell since I shot up, like a neon Luddite fighting Californian tech wonks on Nyodene meth. What will happen to the normies, texting on glitchy Facebook Messenger in hand-knit sweaters when they scroll to the end of their feed? Ever since the airborne toxic event, the sunset had become almost unbearably beautiful. Look at the blazing sky. It's so beautiful and dramatic. Sunsets used to last 5 minutes. Now they last an hour. Though what I'm sure is, I used to be straight edge until the world started to melt.
We let go into colorlessness, gaseous, the rest fall in a watery cosmos. Molecule for molecule, we pattern ourselves. Liquidity is everything. We seep out of our place and in possession of the multiple. Complicity with anonymous materials, the slow violence of binding into one another, coagulated adrenaline. But in the clouds, or the dense fog, our once congealed self dissolved into nebulous sentience. Traversal, we cannot be contained. Shapeshifter, we pull time into circles. Currency of uncertainty, overcast in suspicion, interrogated by the gaze of the subjects below. Rumors stir, thrown into turbid confusion, too shy to engage, under attack, questioning matters to justify, to defend one's own existence, no longer shielded in communal migration, but as an entity in definition comes into fidelity. Shyness emancipated in the halo rim of protection, or rather retreat, ready to airdrop, agents of conscious osmosis, seep deep back under the pores of the Earth's surface.
Your mind makes it.